In October 2007, we was going camping in Cornwall, and we came across this garage just outside Newquay. When I saw these two camper vans, Citroen and a Fiat, so we went inside and asked about them. This one was just under £5,000, and so we viewed it inside, and it was unbelievable. The interior was set out perfectly for what we wanted. Light and airy, everything you would want. Very, very comfortable. The toilet was new, or the shower room. So we bought it after the test drive, and I realised that the gear stick was very loose on it. So when we went back to the garage, I made an offer and they accepted it. So we had to put a gas bottle in, and we travelled all around Europe for maybe 3 or 4 years, as far as Norway, and it was marvellous. We had it for 5 years, and then I sold it, and funny enough, I got exactly the same money back as when I bought it. So I never lost anything on this vehicle. It was amazing vehicle. So then I decided to build a camper van. I bought a Nissan NV200. I took the rear seats out, so it was completely empty inside, and started to build. First I had to put the lining in on the walls and make the bed. This is all the materials I had to make the bed out of, and once the bed was in place, I could see then how much room I had for the furniture to be built. This is all the wall lining you can see. This is it, the rear seat and bed in place, and the furniture, the templates of the furniture being made up. The bed rolled out. Not much room for the furniture, but it all worked out in the depth. Oh, the sink. Couldn't find a small enough sink, so I stole my wife's mixing bowl, drilled a hole in the bottom, and put a waste pipe on it. Now the furniture is all made up. It's ready now to be resprayed. I sprayed it in two-tone grey out of cellulose car paint, and yeah, it looked, and I put a red flooring. It looked good. It still does look good. We've still got this car, or this van. The gas bottle, just didn't know what to do with it, so I covered it, and there's the gas bottle. The white circle you can see is where you can go into a garage and fill the gas up. So it's a refillable bottle. You've got no worries when you're in Europe about filling gas up. The conversion is all done now, made and finished. What a brilliant little car. I guess you're wondering how much this conversion cost. Without pricing in the refillable gas tank, everything else worked out to just under £400, and I got everything off eBay. And this was the starting point of me converting things from vans to archery, making arrows, take down arrows, the middle section of the screw-in fittings.
Now a few people have asked me about the takedown arrows, and they're saying about the insert in between the well, what I've done now is bit of plastic tube, 18 inches. Once again, you might have an offcut in the shed or garage, and what I've done is made it into an arrow case for your takedown arrows. So they hold securely, and because I make all my arrows up with feathers, whatever arrow I'm making, it holds 6 arrows. It holds 6 takedown arrows. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that's 3, and 3 here, making 6. I think this is a 2-inch tube, ideal for keeping your arrows all in one place, in the back of the car, underneath a seat, whatever. You can get end caps to go on, but I think I'd prefer it leave it hollow, because that way you can give it a good shake and get them out. Because you don't really want to take the flight upwards. When you take it out, the flight's compressed, and you don't really want to take it out upwards because you start splitting the feathers. So you just keep coming it out bottom. And plus, I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but you could put it into a sleeve like this. This is my takedown bow case, so I could tuck that in there, and when the arrows are assembled, like so, you just slip it in there and it acts as a quiver, arrow quiver, easy to draw out, and you've got all your bits and pieces with you. Well, I hope this is helpful. Bit of plastic pipe, nothing really if you've got it in the shed. If you buy a length of it, okay, in English money, about £2, and it comes in a 6-foot length or a 3-metre length. So depending on how many, even if you make these arrows to sell them, you could cut that and post them off in that. So they've got the arrows and the holder. Which is very good. You can get smaller pipe which just holds 3, but this one holds 6, and I'm pleased with it. Anyway, thanks. And now I'm in full production of making these takedown arrows. I've got myself a metal lathe, and I've started to make the insert of the takedown arrow in metal, and that's the insert, and that is the bolt with the shaft and 2 ends. And all you would do, you would have to glue this in so it's permanent, screw it in, and then the shaft fits in. And they do cost a bit of money. I mean, a set of 3 would work A set of 3 of these bolts would work out for around about £3.50 if you wanted to make your own takedown arrows. So what's in the box? What's in the box when I send these arrows out? When you open the lid, you get a little package, and in that package is 6 inserts and 6 field tips and a glue stick. That's what's in the package. 6 field tips, 6 inserts and 1 glue stick. Now the reason I haven't put these in is because I'm given the opportunity I'm giving people the opportunity to cut their arrow to the size they want. Now these are 30-inch arrows. I would suggest really to leave them as 30 inches. And these are field arrows. What I mean by a field arrow, if you're doing target practice in a field and you happen to miss your target, you've got more chances to finding these arrows because they're white sharp than you have if they was ordinary black. So they're custom field arrows, and let's just unlock one of these. This is the take down arrow. As you can see, one end's black empty and the other end's got the insert. And it makes no difference what end goes where, because these have been weighed and tested. And the top shaft, as you can see, is feathered fletched, a white knock with a white shaft and the custom stripes, and also glued in is the bolt end with the collar. So the opportunity is, if you wanted to cut this down and you're 28 inches, well then you want to take an inch off that shaft before gluing your insert and point in. And all you do then is offer that in and then just turn. And as you turn, because it's being guided in, it's giving you a nice straight arrow. Don't know if you can see that. Whoops, maybe you can't. That's a 2-piece takedown arrow.
And now air guns in a way of the SMK Victory CP2, converting that into a PCP, which really is no conversion at all. It's just 2 guns and dropping one part into a stock. But this is the starting of everything.